Dakota Sioux, Iroquois, Saulteaux, Inuit, and many others whose histories, languages, and cultures continue to shape and enrich our community. As we come together to perform on this stage, we celebrate their tradition of telling stories and recognize that we are all treaty people. Thank you for being present to share these stories.
Greetings, dungeon crawlers and dragon folk. It's time to roll initiative for yegDND. I'd like to remind you not to cast any spells of sending or take any scrying calls for the duration of this performance, though photography and videos of the campaign are highly encouraged to share on social media. Now, please welcome to the stage your host, Liam Creswick.
Hello, everyone! How are you doing on this wonderful September Saturday? I love it! Thank you so much for joining us here at the Grindstone Theatre for the season opener of yegDND and Sorry Not Sorry Productions at large. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, last time I may make you clap once or twice more. I'm Liam. I'm going to be your host tonight. We are doing yegDND. It is an improvised Dungeons & Dragons spectacular. We are going to make up a long-form, 1-hour fantasy adventure right before your eyes. The only thing we know going into this is the nature of our player characters, sort of who the heroes are, what their powers, what their ability is. Everything else will be made up right on the spot in front of you. So, by just round of applause, who here has never been to yegDND before? That's so good to see you here. We had a great run at the Fringe. I hope we have some Fringe fans here, but I'm going to ask as well, who here has seen yegDND before? Yes! There's that enthusiasm. And now the first group can clap along with the second group if you ever come back, and I hope you come back because it's the start of the season. So we got so many more shows from Sorry Not Sorry production planned from now till the end of the year and beyond. Of course, everything will be made up, and a lot of that comes from the help of our 20-sided dice. Throughout the show, our dungeon master will be calling for checks, as will our players. When we do, I'm going to need the help of the folks in the audience to come on up and roll the die onto the stage. Just stand anywhere along the front here and kind of give it a roll this wise. Our dungeon master will hold it up. Oh, I'm glad that wasn't a 20. If we wasted that on the demonstration, that would have been sad. But it was a 2. And so, we'll need your help determining the success and failure of our heroes. I want to introduce on the keys, Katrina Ying. Up in the booth is Autumn. And without much further ado, I think it's time to get our first show of the season started. I take you now to the downtown condo of our dungeon master, Karina Transnavicius.
Hey, Karina. Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, not much. I'm just existing. Man, and I'll be honest, I am a little bit nervous about tonight's campaign.
Really?
Nervous?
Yeah, a little bit nervous.
Okay.
Okay.
It's an imaginary tale. I don't know how.
It's only our imaginations. How bad can it be?
Right.
You're right. But you know what? Just to make sure that we're all on the same page, why don't you tell me a little bit about your character? Sammy, you want to go first?
Yeah, so I'm bringing back a character that I've had for a while now. This is Marley Moonslayer. She is a werewolf bounty hunter, by which I mean her race is werewolf. Her occupation is bounty hunter.
Right.
She is a ranger. Her favorite enemy is humans. When she was young, she got wolfified in a whole Romeo Juliet situation. You know, when you're young and you hate your dad and you go marry a werewolf. So now she is a successful entrepreneur. And she makes her own way in the world. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, it sounds like a whole Shakespeare character just who had a whole drama, and now this is the end. Everybody's gonna die.
No.
Okay.
Probably not.
Okay. Well, I'll explain my character then. I am bringing back from this great Fringe run we all did together. I'm bringing back Peter Lancaster. He is a bard extraordinaire, a bard of valor. So instead of like telling tales about like dragons and princesses getting saved and stuff, it's more like battles and stuff. And he likes to channel himself through fighting and engaging fighting, usually in trash talk form. He's like a master at trash talk. Really gets a rise out of people. Is he a good fighter? Not quite. Not as fast as he moves his mouth. But recently he's come onto his own. He used to be a very fearful guy, but now he's a lot more brave. But what is that bravery going to be used for? That's kind of what the direction he's going. Yeah.
Well, I think then the little plan I have here is going to be perfect for these characters.
You're way too ominous. Anonymous. You're anonymous right now.
All right. No. So before, I guess that's it. We have nothing else to cover. So why don't we play some yegDND? All right, so we find ourselves in a prairie province. This prairie province is called the Prairies of the Ages, and there are beautiful wheat fields that flow back and forth. It almost looks like waves rippling across the sides of these very slight rolling hills. It's a bright, summery day. Birds are flying around, as well as small little pterosaurs as well, because this land used to be occupied by dinosaurs. They used to roam everywhere in this kind of open grassland. However, most of this land has now been taken over by human settlements, farms, technically. I'm not actually 100% sure what they're growing on those farms. Someone yell out what they're growing on the farms.
Weed.
Weed? Sure, what kind of weed? Oh, we don't have any types of weed? Okay, so in that case, it's thistle. So they're growing all this milk thistle all throughout this area. So when you see the humans going out into the field to tend to the milk thistle, they have to be covered from like head to toe in this like hard rubbery outer coating, because otherwise they're just gonna be like stabbed by the thistle.
Nope, just hitting the hay here.
And our heroes actually find themselves outside at the very edge of an enormous thistle patch. They are on a quest right now to go to the neighboring town. They had heard that there was a call for adventurers, so they're going to hopefully go and tend to that.
Hear me out. We go over, not through.
That's a great idea. For someone who has some kind of fly spell, which I'm assuming you don't.
I got my grappling hook. Peter Lancaster. Do you ever think you would find Marley Moonslayer without a grappling hook?
You know what? I am going to give it to you. Why don't you show me how you're going to transverse this plane with a grappling hook with nothing to grapple?
Yes, because Peter is quite right. There are no trees because, of course, the trees get in the way of the thistles, and erosion's not a problem here. So they're all knocked down, and it's just like flat thistle land, except for in the very, very far distance, there's a farmhouse that appears to be smoking.
What are you, Cassius Cloud Rider? The great assassin of the Cloud Giants?
Well, what are you gonna do, Peter? Are you gonna talk to the thistles nicely? You gonna sing at them and ask them to move out of the way? Now, where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm gonna ask for an athletics check, and maybe there was a bird passing by, but okay.
Yeah. So some sort of flying creature.
Yeah.
All right. So
yeah.
we'll have our first check of the night for athletics. this and also like maybe a little pinch of luck to see whether or not Marley is going to be able to grapple onto a bird that is flying across, carry them both across this thistle patch to the burning building.
There used to be dinosaurs in this land. I'm pretty sure the birds are real strong.
Fair enough. I'm still going to say that this is going to be 12 to pass. So do I have anyone who wants to roll the dice? All right, right up here onto the stage. I swear I didn't interfere. That is an 8. So above a gigantic pterosaur. It's a pteranodon. So they're typically known for eating fish, just based on their dentition. But anyways, no one cares about that. Let's not talk about
There actually is a dinosaur. What is going on?
So Marley, you managed to grapple onto this. However, as you are being pulled across this thistle patch, you're going like right through. Every single one is just
Okay.
Peter, do you have any bright ideas?
Not as bright as that one.
Because right now you can't tell whether or not Marley is still in fact awake after being dragged through the thistles, and she is also right next to the burning building.
Well, maybe I can fly.
I'm pretty sure that's not in your character. So Peter tries to well up inside of himself a flying spell. He doesn't know it, so he just like stomps through the thistles to the best of his ability. So we're gonna cut over to Marley, and this large farmhouse. It was a 2-story farmhouse. There are beautiful like red shingles that are now like extra red because of the fire.
Just to clarify, I am the barn.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah. This is just like all barn all the time. And it's just billowing huge amounts of smoke up into the air. Marley has landed directly next to the front door, which is slightly ajar, and there are quiet but panicked screams coming from inside.
Okay, Marley.
Quiet and panic, Sachi!
Alright, I'm assuming I don't need a perception check.
No, you heard the screams. You
They're
know
quiet,
the
but you
fire's
heard 'em.
happening.
Okay. Get away from the door. Get down.
Oh, thank goodness, help! Okay, I'm behind a big bale of hay!
Alright. We're just gonna muscle our way through.
Oh, the hay's now on fire. Let's go. And so you burst through the door, like wood just like splinters off in all directions, and you are now just like submerged in all of this smoke that is billowing and sweeping around you. And you can still hear this like fever whimpering next to the fiery bale of hay.
Alright. Come on out. I got the door open. We're just gonna slowly.
She's okay!
Just gotta crouch down. So come on out.
Oh, thank you! Ah! My barn!
And just like that, the rest of the barn settles to the ground and just is like a pile of smoldering embers. Because the milk thistles are so well tended to and milky, they don't catch on fire.
I hope it was only you in that barn.
Yeah. My wife and kids are in town. I was just, tending to the milk thistles.
This is Baldwin Balderdash. Sure. That's his name.
Baldwin Balderdash, milk thistle cultivator at your service. As you can see, I'm a gnome.
I can see that. Marley Moonslayer. Nice to meet you. Now what?
Blisters.
Yeah.
Should I pop it?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. I was going to ask you about perhaps an apothecary that might be in town. I fell right into those milkweeds. I have many questions and a lot of thistles in my fur.
Oh.
I also have a companion. His name is Peter Lancaster, who is somewhere hereabouts. We heard that there was something going on and this town might need some assistance.
Oh, the thing going on was my barn burned down. Oh, jeez, but I do know the apothecary. I do business with him on the daily. I mean, I sell all the milk thistles to him so he can make the lycanthropy potions. But I'm sure he's probably got balms and salves and things for nicks and wounds and stuff. He's got everything.
For those of you not in the know, lycanthropy is werewolf. So werewolf antidotes.
Yeah, milk thistle, #1 ingredient in a werewolf antidote. I don't know why, I just tell people that because I assume they wouldn't know.
Because it's a big market for that, I would assume.
Well, it's a specialty thing. There's other things you can do with milk thistle. It goes in other apothecary things. You can smoke the heck out of it. Good thing I didn't store any in the barn. This particular juncture, but here's your friends coming.
There's only one way to get through the thistle. You gotta use the spell magic missile. Magic missile. Magic missile. There's only one way to get past the thistle. It's magic missile. Magic missile.
Well,
Those are the only two things I can rhyme with that.
Hi, Peter.
Hey.
You will never guess what they use the milk thistle here for.
Okay, I got you. Water.
Peter, I'm gonna need to talk to you over here.
I'm just gonna look wistfully at my lost empire.
I have to say, I went through those water thistles like nobody's business.
I did not. Also, they manufacture an antidote for lycanthropy here in this town. That's what they use all the milk thistle for.
Really? That's the main ingredient?
Yes, Peter, that's the main ingredient.
Wow. That's great, isn't it? We can turn you back into a human.
What? Why in the world would I want to turn back into a human?
Because I've only known you for a week, and that was a guess.
Peter, my werewolfness is what allowed me to survive that dumb fall that I took into a big patch of milk thistles.
Marley, do you want to sing a song about how the things that are good about being a werewolf?
I'm counting. When you're a werewolf, you're not like normal folk. When you're a werewolf, you can always make a joke about dogs. When you're a werewolf, you get super strength and speed. And when you're a werewolf, you got everything you need. When you're a werewolf, you can make yourself really big. When you're a werewolf, just go fig. When you're a werewolf, you don't need to be scared of nothing. Cause when you're a werewolf, the power is within.
So I hate to interrupt this beautiful song, but there are fiery, scary hoofbeats approaching very quickly, which seems to be triggering some kind of memories from our friend over here, Baldwin, because he hears those hoofbeats and he's starting to get real nervous.
What is it, sir?
I don't know, but it's what I heard before the barn was caught fire. I was in the field tilling and I heard the thump and I came to the barn, it was on fire. I heard this 20 minutes ago.
All right, well, whoever came and started that fire is clearly back to finish the job.
Oh, jeez, there's nowhere to hide this time.
And bursting through a patch of milk thistles, which are now on fire, comes a nightmare. There is no rider on this nightmare. Nightmares, by the way, big fiery horses. Just succinctly.
Oh, there, I get it.
Oh, yeah!
everyone to roll the red for our heroes. Alright, here we go. Purple dice. Yes, yes. Come up. And just roll it directly right up down the center of the stage. Alright, our villain, in this case the riderless nightmare, rolls a 12, and our heroes roll a 10.
Peter, you gotta take the front. I am a ranged fighter.
Kinda hard when you're on fire!
And just the milk thistle all around is now lighting up, so the small bit of livelihood that poor Baldwin still had is now going up in flames.
All right, we can't win this one. Everyone fall back. Make it into the town.
Get out of the barn!
Oh, no, God. My milk thistle!
Poor Baldwin. But, I mean, that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you lose your entire crop to an angry, fiery horse. So our heroes have now retreated back towards the small town nearby. Someone yell out a color?
Purple.
Purple. So this is the purple town of Vance. And it's called that because all of the buildings in the town are tinged slightly purple because of the specific sandstone formations that you can find near the rocks. Also, you know, dinosaurs, they make the sandstone kind of a purple color. So they've got these like little kind of like mud huts, I guess is the vibe, very Flintstones. And there is the apothecary, which is of course located in the center of town, being one of the most important outposts in this town. The apothecary is run by, someone yell out a animal.
Gazelle.
A gazelle? Oh, sweet! It's run by like a gazelle a la Zootopia. So this is just like a human / gazelle. They've got like the head of a gazelle and the big swirly horns, but hands.
Such dexterous fingers I have, yes. To crush the weed.
And this person's name is Angelus.
This is the apothecary. I'm gonna go find my wife and kids. They're in town here somewhere. Hey, not at the dinosaur museum. If you need me, I'm at the dinosaur museum with my wife and kids, mourning the loss of my livelihood.
But not the loss of your life.
I suppose so. I guess. Thank you for saving me. That's true. Yeah. In fact, what was it?
Angelus.
We do business on the daily. We discuss this.
Are you telling me the entire crop is gone?
Yeah.
Well, this potent potion has become quite a bit more valuable.
Oh, just when I got out of the business. And if you can give my friends here a discount, they did save my life. So, see you soon. Or probably not. Oh, shit. Oh, jeez.
I know Marley, if you'd like, I can do the talking.
Yeah, it's probably better. All of the sense. It's like when you, it's overwhelming. God, the dog knows and everything.
Yeah. Your nose is more unfortunate than mine at this moment.
Oh, nose trouble. Allergies, I assume, here. It's not the same. It's not the same potion I locked away. I'm not going to give you a pinch of that for free. But this should clear up any ragweed allergies, pollen allergies, flea allergies, that sort of thing. What can I do for you fine folks?
Yes, Ungulus, is it?
Yes.
Yes, we were the ones that saved our friend here. He has had much unfortune in his life. Misfortune.
Yes, you saved him, but none of his crops, so I don't really know what you want from me.
Yes, we just would like to know a little bit more of the trade here, and possibly it will lead to us figuring out where this nightmare truly came from. Because as you know, nightmares, they're not a natural creature. They must be created in some way. Either subconsciously in the mind, someone's terror coming to life, or, the wizard way where they just snap their fingers and a horse comes into life.
As an act of revenge, yes. Yes, I'm aware of the nightmare of which you speak.
You're aware of it?
Yes. You see, 2 weeks ago, just before the full moon was at its zenith.
Oh, can we see the NPCs acting this out as it's kind of coming to light? I love hearing someone monologue on this.
2 weeks ago, just before the full moon was at its zenith, I was readying my shop for closing the day, and when I came outside, there was a large letter nailed to the center of my door. The letter spoke of all manner of violence and foul play that would befall me should I continue with my business ventures here.
Don't make any potions, hey, don't get out of the potion business. Some of the potions you make are a problem for me, cut it out, hey.
Precisely, it was written thus. A rude and rudimentary letter threatening me and mine. And
Hey, I'm gonna continue a little bit on. Anyone who makes the ingredients for potions also better watch out. Hey, look out.
it was signed with a large and bloody paw print smeared across the bottom of the parchment. But I do not bow to threats. And so I remained open and told no one.
You know, I used to be a little like you, so I can't say I wouldn't do the same.
In what way?
Well, we are heroes, and if you would like us to track down maybe who this letter came from, maybe we could get some kind of reward, in the sense of anything but a potion for lycanthropy. For personal reasons.
Is it a religious thing, or?
It's religion, yep.
Very well, it's not often customers walk into my shop and demand payment for something I am not giving them before payment. I don't really care for this business model you're proposing here. Door-to-door salesmaning is simply not done, but I do suppose we are in dire straits, and yes.
And you've never had your life threatened before.
Says you.
Oh. Well.
So our shopkeep here, Ungalus, pulls out the letter that was kept by him in order to, remind himself that he didn't need to tell anyone. He totally had everything under control.
Bloody paw print.
And there is a bloody paw print.
It's a wolf's paw, ain't it?
It appears so.
I thought the very same.
You have much of a problem with werewolves around here? I didn't know they were in these parts.
Well, they weren't. You see, that's why we developed the potion here, because it was so rich with milk thistle. Easy to make the potion, easy to distribute it, easy to make a good coin. So no, we have not had a werewolf problem in these years for many, many, many years.
Marley, you actually recognize the shape of that paw print.
Oh yeah, do I?
You sure do. Intimately.
Son of a gun.
Marley, as your new week-old friend, maybe elaborate?
I know the dumb son gun this paw belongs to. He's a pushover. We can get him out of here easy. You ain't got nothing to worry about.
Yes, I already said that, that's why I told no one.
So, who is this guy?
It's my estranged husband, Foya. The one who wolf-clad me.
Oh.
It's okay, he's not that bright.
Yes.
We cut now to a small outcropping amidst one of the milk thistle fields. It's kind of like a crop circle, but it was on fire to make it. And it's all patted down. There are some like mounds of various different pieces of farm equipment that have kind of been like built up into a bit of a little shanty, if you will. There is an individual here, hunkered down, tearing away at a raw slab of meat, and the nightmare returns to its master.
What What's the name of my nightmare? A good horse name.
Twilight Sparkle.
Twilight Sparkle. Ah, yes, Twilight Sparkle. Good nightmare. Good. Did you get the milk thistle patch? Would you like a cursed hell apple? Yum yum, top. Yes. One farm down, just a few more to go, and before long there won't be any way to cure lycanthropy, and the werewolf reign can begin anew. That apple looked good. I'm gonna eat more. My own corpse here that I got. Oh, can this corpse be the Baldwin's wife? Sure. Yeah. Oh, you eat that too. Oh, we don't need the apples.
And just for fun, her name was Ruby, because it kind of sounds like Grace.
What are you? You look incredulous. Are you beginning to doubt the plan? Are you beginning to doubt the new age of werewolf supremacy? Because you know no one can stop us. So I don't know why you're worried. What's that? Somebody nicked you with a crossbow dart? Yes, I think that was my wife's crossbow. How did you get a ring on your hoof? I need you to go out again, find them, and light them ablaze like every village or every farmstead we've done, from the purple town of Vance to the burgundy town of Crimshaw. Yes, go now, go! So many apples for you. Don't come back a failure.
All right, we join our heroes outside of the purple town of Vance. At this point, they're preparing to head out and track down Kolia, the estranged husband of our hero here, Marley. Marley, I'm going to get you to do a check for this. I suppose it would be like a survival check to track them down.
Absolutely.
And you're pretty good at that.
I am a ranger.
Yes.
Wisdom and survival is sort of money.
Your deal. And plus, you're tracking someone that you know. So surely that might give you a bit of a bonus. So in that case, let's say it's an 8 to pass. Do I have someone in the audience who wants to roll the survival check? Whoa. Snap, you know exactly where he is. With a 19.
Now, I know Kolia like the back of my paw. He is a big, dumb brute.
Okay.
A himbo, idiot. When we were young, we met outside my village. My daddy was a fire and brimstone cleric of Palo.
Sorry, Marley. Just 1 second. Okay, continue.
Bards.
This is good.
My daddy was a fire and brimstone cleric of Palo. He was also one mean son gun. Didn't like him very much, did not care for him. He is passed on, that's not the point. Kolia and I met just outside of town in the woods by my place. And it was love at first sight. He snuck up on me and said, "What's a pretty girl like you doing in a forest like this?" And I said, "Hunting werewolves." And I pointed my crossbow right at him and he said, "That's my wife."
That's love?
No, it's not. That's why I'm not with him anymore. Turns out, when you're at war with someone, like my daddy was at war with the werewolves, intelligence can be an essential asset.
He used you.
Darn right he did.
He used her.
That you're not going to make that part poetic. You're all the rest.
It's beautiful the way it is.
I thought I was going to turn into a werewolf, and the two of us were going to run away together and start our own life, start our own family, away from all the warring and all the nonsense. But that's not what happened.
You went back to your father and reunited with him.
With a crossbow bolt to his neck, yeah.
You killed him. She killed him.
In my defense, he tried to kill me first. After I became a werewolf, my dad was all, "You're dead to me. I have no daughter. Don't come back."
This is good. This is good. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad.
The point is, Kolya can be paranoid, and I knew that if I just waited here long enough, whatever dumb flunky he conjured was gonna come find me.
Marley?
Yep.
That clunky flunky, whatever you just said? They're here.
Excellent. I was hoping for a rematch.
All right, so another fight check against the nightmare.
Just, are nightmares like horse? Like, can she talk to animals? Is this an animal?
I mean, it's like an animal, but like an apparition, I think. Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, I mean, you might be able to communicate.
Okay.
Do you not want to fight?
No, I want to have a conversation before I kill him.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Oh, look who it is. Miley. Coming to kill the master. Oh, you think you could kill Daddy?
This is an odd nightmare. I've never had an experience like this.
This is exactly the sort of thing he would conjure up. Yeah.
Don't blame him for his odd, peculiar interests and kinks.
You know, once upon a time, we called it an interest. So, I'm sure it sounds like Kolya's continuing his expansion of werewolf territory. He hasn't given up that ghost yet, has he?
No, of course not. You know him. He doesn't change. He knows nothing. I'm passive aggressive right now.
Just like he is.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, I think enough talk. It's time to duel. Though, so we need somebody to roll each of these dice again. Once again, the purple for our nightmare, and then the red dice for our heroes. Will they come out on top this time, or will more things burn? Ooh, our heroes rolled 19. Woo! And our nightmare rolled the mighty number 1.
Peter, you're about to see something really cool.
I bet I am.
Wolf out.
And this shimmering, rippling effect surrounds Marley. Different pieces of long fingernails extend outward. There's fur sprouting from her face. Long muzzle.
Ooh.
Out of the nightmare. The nightmare dissolves down into the ground, just sort of like the ember that we saw from the burning building before.
Did that dissolve in your throat?
Yeah, it had sort of a tangy, like etheric aftertaste to it.
No, my imagination is too good.
Peter, are you sure you can handle all of this? I know you're a very decorated war hero.
You think I didn't earn these medals? I clearly cowered in fear, only to not cower in fear later. That's the story, okay?
Well then, if you're ready to go, we're gonna follow the scorched trail that this nightmare left, which leads directly to my idiot husband.
Sounds good. I'm gonna go back here.
All right, our heroes are off now to confront Kolya, the estranged husband of Marley. So this is a good time for a little bit of a recap. So Marley and Peter were heading off to the nearby town, Purple Town, of Vance, and they were going to go there to see if there was any need for adventurers. But They were waylaid by a giant fire set onto the house of Baldwin Balderdash and his lovely, now dearly departed wife, Ruby. They managed to save his life, but unfortunately the entirety of his crop was lost. They went to the apothecary to find out more, and it turns out that this whole area has been making potions to cure werewolves as their main source of trade. Perhaps that's why Colia specifically targeted this area to start the werewolf revolution. We join our heroes now as they approach the end of this charred thistle trail, and they come across this big pile of various pieces of farm equipment. There's like a plow and little discs that you use in the farm field. There appears to be no one there.
Well, it appears there's no one here. Looks like we can just leave.
Perception check?
Yeah, let's do a perception check.
Perception check. This is going to be a 10 or above in order for you to perceive everything. All right. That is unfortunately an 8, which is not enough for you to perceive the snaking tendrils slowly crawling up your body. You set off track.
I don't know, he lacks ribs. I usually smell like salt and pepper dry ribs really strong whenever he's around, and I don't smell.
All I smell is death.
Looks like he learned a new trick.
Yeah.
Get it? That's a dog joke.
Oh.
I told you I was gonna make it.
Is this really the time for joking? I can't believe I'm the one saying that.
It's just Colia. It's barely a threat.
Well, not from where I'm standing. I did learn a few tricks. Plant growth and wheat makes for a incredible combination, wouldn't you say?
Hey, Marley, you can't see this right now, but it's your ex.
And yeah, I think that the tendrils were all like big, gnarly stalks of wheat. I took a class in druidcraft.
Oh.
Deal with it.
I mean, congratulations, I guess.
Thank you. Learning is a lifelong process.
All right, Colia. So what is this? A very obvious target. Place that makes the lycanthropy cure potions. Like just you all alone. You didn't bring the rest of the pack. Come on.
I have agents operating in townships all across the province.
You have Wayne.
Wayne gets things done.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, Wayne! Wayne, you're supposed to be in the southern part of the province doing precisely what I'm doing here.
What?
Wayne, have you been smoking milk thistle again?
Man, I've been all up and down weed thistle, baby.
Wait, we can smoke this?
Yeah, I brought Gary.
Gary, you're supposed to be in central province.
Oh, wait until we come back. I thought we get the whole gang back together. Smoke some milk this.
I told you guys the plan. Step 1, kill all the fire and brimstone clerics who want to kill the werewolves. Step 2, destroy all the potions to make werewolves. Step 3, werewolf supremacy.
Oh.
That's a lot of things to remember.
Yeah, I remember that step 1 was free the prisoners, right, Wayne?
Hey, who's this guy?
I like what you said. Is that maybe a deception check?
Yes. I'm gonna
You're
try.
very high.
Just from first impression, I think this guy's that stupid that he's just gonna let me go right away.
All right, so we'll do a deception check. It's going to be a 10 in order to properly deceive our friend Wayne over here. And Gary would go along with whatever Wayne thinks.
They're cousins.
So who would like to roll this deception check? Yes, come up. Just so you're aware, if you fail this deception check, not only will they not release you, but they're going to go and head off to the nearby town to convert everyone into werewolves.
Yeah, I like this thing. 'Cause I already got them all tied up in wheat, and I don't want Wayne blowing it for me.
Yo, man.
And they roll an 18.
Hey!
Chow down, boys.
So, is that your ex?
Yes.
No!
Marley!
What's your ex,
Marley,
man?
it's been so long!
Because she's trying to
had this talk, bro.
No, we're not getting back together, and I appreciate being a shoulder I can cry on. I need you to wolf out.
Are you trying to get back together with him? Because we've had a lot of conversations about this, and I don't think it's healthy. You guys didn't communicate enough.
I'm here to collect a bounty on the dumb son gun who's been burning down innocent villages.
They've had a couple talks. You know, he keeps crawling back. You know what I mean?
Preguntas por favor.
I told him we are never, ever, ever getting back together. I played so much Taylor Swift about it.
That's my favorite bard. That's not me.
So you guys aren't getting back together?
No, I'm trying to bring about a new era of werewolf supremacy. Wolf out and get them.
What are you doing later?
Wayne, after we have this battle.
Oh no. Really?
Yeah, it's a fact check, Wayne.
Oh, you got Gary.
I'm going to carry over that 18, so not only are you going to win this fight against Wayne, however, because it wasn't a natural 20, you didn't roll again, during the kerfuffle, your husband's going to get away, and he's going to be heading directly to town.
Okay, wait, before we fight, like, I'm kind of a pacifist these days.
You guys are really low.
Hey, carry yourself!
Fear.
Man, I'm just gonna leave.
Is your fear social situations? Or?
A little bit, but I just don't want to die today.
And Wayne, you are getting between me and that dumb son gun, so you better scoot.
Listen, I know. Okay.
No!
He's gonna get between us. I'm gonna put some distance between us then.
That werewolf speed!
And there's an enormous wall of this like thick wheat, apparently is what he was using, that builds itself up around our heroes. And as much, Marley, as you know that your husband's a bit of a pushover, there are children in the town. And they are definitely still not a match for Colia.
All right. So, he is headed directly to town where there are innocent people. I never signed up for no innocence. Not then and not now. Peter, not then and not now. He's an idiot, but he is reckless and he is out of control. He does not think through the consequences of his actions.
Sorry, I'm thinking about the story. This would be really good as backstory for the villain. Anyway, sorry. We have to get through this wheat door. Wait. Get through the thistle. Use magic missile. Gotta get through the wheat. Kick it with your feet. Gotta get through the wheat. Kick it with your feet. Get with the wheat and kick it with the feet and the kick wheat and the kick wheat and the kick wheat and the feet and the kick wheat and the thanks wheat door.
So we're actually going to see a series of different farm-related produce traps along the way. Yellow piece of produce. Eggplants. So there's these giant, huge eggplants that are basically like bouncing here in the center, and they're just like not gonna move. How are you gonna get by these machines?
Gotta get through the eggplant, so you gotta do a dog pat. You gotta do the eggplant, so you gotta do a dog pat. Gotta do the eggplant, gotta do the dog plant.
Another piece of produce.
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
Oh my God.
It's like a minefield of sweet potatoes. So there's like mounds everywhere, but you don't know which ones are the explosive pieces of sweet potato.
The sweetest potatoes you ever seen.
Well, the sweet potato. So throw a tomato. It explodes, and now no dado.
Yes, and splash the tomatoes.
It's a sweet potato. Throw a tomato, and now it is no explodo.
One more piece of produce. Go around town. What was that?
Kohlrabi. I know what that one. It's gonna be impossible, but I'm gonna do it.
There is a plant named that.
So kohlrabi's like a purple purple onion with a bunch of like it's like a 4 or 5
Okay,
stalks.
so then it's like a series of like
Gotta get through the color, Abby, so you gotta call a cabbie. Hey, I'm walking in! Gotta go to color, Abby, so you gotta call a cabbie. Hey, I'm walking in!
I'm a cabbie.
Oh, let's get in!
All right, get in. Let's go, guys.
Hey! Hey, we're walking in!
Alright, so they finally make their way through all of the different traps that Colia has set up. This was a very interesting druid camp. And they get to the purple town of Vance. There is basically everybody in the town who's still alive, including our friend Baldwin and also Ungalus, who are cowering off to the side. And they are slowly being approached by Colia.
Like an animal, you know, like yeah, like how like. Gazelle! I haven't had tasted that since my times on the plains of a different continent. I'll save you for dessert. Oh, where's the little bald sad man with the squeaky voice? Oh, I can smell your wife on you. I think her to eat you too. What? Yeah. You ate my wife? Hell yeah. Ah! You're losing everything today.
What, man? Where's my son?
Dispel invisibility.
I was going to tell you a secret plan first, but okay.
Invisibility.
I didn't see any of that.
They manufacture a cure for lycanthropy here. We get that in Colia.
Brilliant.
We take away his power. I will distract him.
I'll go to Ungulus and coat it with my sword.
Perfect.
Alright, so this is going to be a contested roll, probably the last roll of the night. If our heroes win, they will be able to successfully administer the potion to Colia. If they lose...
Hey, DM,
Yeah.
you're gonna say no to this.
Oh, yeah.
But that was some pretty good rhyming skills,
was,
I'm not
yes,
gonna
yes,
lie. Is that some kind of bardic inspiration?
Sure, I'll give you a +2. Alright. Who would like to roll for Colia? Over there, come.
Yes, my minion.
And for our heroes. Yes, come.
Ooh.
Alright, directly up stage. Alright, our heroes roll a 12 plus 2, that's 14. Which successfully beats a 7.
Big wolf. Oh no! It just reminds us of our first date, remember? In the woods, and I said, oh, what's a pretty lady like you doing in the woods? And you're like hunting werewolves, and I'm like, that's my wife. And now, it's like this. Oh, how the tables have turned.
But the story is different, because a third guy showed up. And he was like, bro, you're not handling the separation very well, and maybe you need your power taken away from you because you've clearly been abusing it on behalf of how heartbroken you are for using a person.
This sounds like a boyfriend. Just saying. It sounds like the new one.
The new boyfriend. I don't care. I am only concerned with werewolf supremacy. I think I made that pretty clear, and you look absolutely scrumptious.
You know, I used to be afraid of many things, like commitment. But I'm not afraid of a werewolf.
Oh, I did not
And he stabs forward with the sword coated in the elixir. And as he pulls the sword out, it was a flesh wound, so he's not gonna like die instantaneously. But through his body, the elixir courses. The claws retract back in. He becomes just as regularly hairy as a normal man.
I was gonna say something pithy about how that sword won't defeat me, but something's happening. Muzzle goes in, ears shrink, fur just starts like falling off. Wolf out! Wolf out! Oh, gee. Oh.
Hey, in the words of Wayne, you're not alpha, bro. In fact, you're just a guy. And that's okay. But apologize.
You used me. Winning a war was more important to you than whatever I thought was here. Clearly it wasn't. Just tell me one thing. Did you ever believe I was on your side? Because I was.
Funny way of showing it. We're supposed to be a partnership. We're supposed to back each other up. But it's always problem with my methods, problem with my actions.
Your methods endangered people who weren't your enemy. We could have had it all together. We could have built our own homes and our own lives together. All I ever wanted was to be with you. But now this is over. It's done.
Wow.
Your werewolf powers are gone.
Now I'm bleeding.
And now, you gotta pay the consequences. Unseen servant. Take him to unseen prison.
And an invisible force grabs a hold of William and takes him away towards the small jail in the purple town of Vance.
We should probably see if everyone's okay.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, Wayne. Hey, sorry, it's not really a good time. I was gonna talk to Marley about something.
Oh no,
personal.
I saw you guys talking. I'm glad you finally had some time to reciprocate some communication.
Yeah.
It's important in a relationship.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
saying like you guys should be open with each other and like love is hard.
Hey, Wayne, that guy over there, he's not alpha.
What?
You better go.
Fuck that guy.
I mean, I do like Wayne.
Yeah, me
Wayne
too.
is
It's just not a good moment. Anyway, I'm really sorry about that.
Yo, I'm going to the store. You guys want
Wayne! Get me an ale! I just wanted to know, well, Marley, I kind of deceived you a little bit. You know, I wasn't just looking for a bounty hunter just to go on bounties with because I thought it would be fun. You know how our mutual friend is Belwyn? She kind of set us up.
Oh.
You see, I'm trying to look for a suitor. I have a lordship now, and you know, I kind of need to.
And you want a scruffy werewolf?
Well, you saved my life a couple times back there. No woman's ever done more than that for me. And you know, I've been hooked on a person too, and I think it's time to let go. Both of us. So I can show you my castle. It has a few hung up skins, so it might freak you out at first, but I named them all.
I guess guards aren't so bad.
Wait, what?
And Marley and Peter go off to join and enjoy each other's company. Where will that lead? I don't know. It's improv. But maybe we'll find out next time on yegDND.
Thank you everyone so much! I'm Liam! I'm Jerry! I'm Dennis!
Karina, Danny.
Katrina on the keys! Autumn in the booth! Thank you all so much for joining us here. We are Sorry Not Sorry Productions. Please follow us on Facebook, Sorry Not Sorry Productions. Follow us on Instagram at SNSYeg. We have shows planned all the way from now to the end of the year here at the Grindstone. On October 8th, we are doing Magic the Improvising. It's a Magic the Gathering theme improv show. It's short form instead of like a long story thing. It's like short improv games. And then, but like a fighting, kind of like anytime you've seen people do improv shows where like there's arbitrary points handed out, it's like that. So it'll be fun. And then we'll be back here with another yegDND
on October 28th, the weekend of Halloween. A spooky one planned. Thank you once again to Autumn in the booth and the Grindstone for hosting us here. Appreciate it having you here. Also, if you want to see a great comedy show, stick around. Very funny stand-up comedian named Simon Glassman is recording his comedy album tonight at 9 o'clock, so you can stick around and get tickets for that. I promise that'll be a very good time. The date for the Drag King show.
Yes, so we do have a Drag King show called All the King's Men Mansplaining with Drag Kings Pumpkin Spice Lads.
That's the whole name,
That's
by
the
the
whole
way.
name of the show. Succinct. It's October 14th at Evo downtown. 15th.
October 15th, this Saturday. It's at 8 p.m. at Evolution.
I get confused because we have also a show there on January 14th.
So many dates and numbers.
So many great stuff. Thank you all so much for joining us here. We have been White, Sorry Not Sorry Productions. Thank you. Have a great night.
Dice, you are welcome to do so.
Yeah, you can hop up on the stage. Don't worry about it. Feeling like you're crowding
Oh, that's